right arm, and so he was kind of a Jim Abbott type of catcher where he would catch the ball and then have to take the ball out of his glove and throw it back. And I think I was maybe only 10 or 11 years old when I was throwing too hard. He said, "I can't play catch with you anymore," but you know, I love my father, and he was the greatest influence in my life. I specifically remember walking up to the plate on the west side on Mount Pleasant, just before the only home run I ever hit in my Little League career, and seeing my girlfriend and her sister coming down the street. And that was 48 years ago, and that girlfriend has followed me around and actually is here tonight also with me, having been my loving wife for 39 years. Similar to Dan, we were married on Friday the 13th of June. We played in the state championship in 1987 on the 13th of June, and you'll recall the 13th of June last Friday. Well, we were celebrating our anniversary. She was sitting watching the ball game while I was out in the left field pavilion running a all-state Class D or a Division IV meeting. So she's been with me for all those years, and actually a physics professor at the University of Notre Dame who asked me to coach Little League Baseball in the summer of 1970 is someone that she'd like to meet, perhaps strangle. But I've been in baseball ever since, and I did spend 25 years in the Little League in Mount Pleasant also. You know, talk about baseball and following people around. We have 6 children. 2 boys here tonight. We have 3 other sons. All 5 of them played for me at Sacred Heart. Have a daughter also. The summer must have been 1988. We had 6 children in 6 different leagues in Mount Pleasant. So you know, you can understand from American Legion to Colt League to senior softball to Little League to Farm League to T-ball. There was a lot of running around that particular summer. I started in 1984 at Sacred Heart. This was my 25th season, and I had volunteered to coach JV. The varsity coach resigned, and I was given the varsity program. Somewhat unprepared. The best thing that happened to me is I had a right arm that I inherited that is still throwing baseballs today, belonging to this young man named Tim McDonald over here. And when he found the strike zone, he was unhittable. Pitched us to the state semifinals that year, and I thought it was easy. Unfortunately, Tim graduated, and you know, the next couple years I had some talent, but I didn't know how to manage it. Struggled through a couple years, and after 3 years decided I love this game, but I've got to learn to coach it if I'm going to continue, because it's frustrating not being successful. We went 9-23 and 12-17 my second and third year. I went and studied the books. I bought Ron Polk's Mississippi State playbook. I bought copies of it, sawed it off, 3-hole punch it, highlighted everything, gave it to kids. Went to several other things too. And we were 12-17 in 1986. I met the kids the first day in 1987, and I said, you know, you guys have talent. We can hang one of those banners up there. We were 12-17 the year before, I'm going to say again. Those kids bought into a program that I established, and we were 33-1 with a 5-run lead in the state championship game on June 13th, 1987, when there was a rally that we ended up losing the game, but we had an extremely successful season. And the kids bought into the program. It's not just about baseball, but it's about life philosophies. I still have players that will come up to me and quote my rule for success pie that's in my playbook. I'm not going to embarrass the 2 sons out here, but they could should be able to stand up and tell you the 3 P's that are the rule for the success pie. Baseball is parallel to life, and I love it a lot. There's rules and regulations, and you have to follow them, and you have to work hard to be successful is the main thing. So I appreciate this very much. As the others have said, you know, this is for the players that have helped me be successful, have helped our program be successful by working hard to do so and continuing to do so. We had a great year this year after starting 1-5. We lost only 1 starter, so hope to be back very successful next year. We've got some kids dedicated to working hard in the summer programs, which are important to all of us. and hopefully we'll be back and be able to be successful next year again. So again, I appreciate this very much. Thank you, fellas, and thank you all.